I remember giving my life to Christ. But other than that, that's all I did. So I didn't really go to church much or anything like that. Parents were military. They deploy every now and then. Ninth grade year, whenever I noticed things starting to go downhill. The people I was hanging out with in high school weren't really the best. And there was a kid who got busted with a gun. And a bunch of people busted out behind the bleachers smoking and stuff like that at lunch. Well, all those people didn't happen to be who I considered my friends. And so I see the cops running and stuff like that. So I run around the corner and I go to see what's going on. Well, whenever you see a cop turn at you and tell you to get on the ground or leave, first thing you're going to do is, all right, well, I'm leaving. But I remember having to tell my mom, by the way, this is what happened today, giving her a note that the principal sent out to everybody. And then, oh, and I'm involved with this. My dad deployed and he was gone for a few months. It was sort of hard to try and tell your dad while he's on the other side of the world that, by the way, I screwed up and I may be facing consequences with cops and stuff like that. It's not something you want to say. It's just my mom and then my 3 little siblings. I'm supposed to be the man of the house like I've always been taught to do. And seeing the look in my mom's eyes wasn't the best. Things started to slowly progress. I ended up not getting in trouble. Junior year came around and I started veering off that path. I got in trouble. My parents caught me and I got in trouble for smoking. I was taking advantage of the fact that I got my license, I got a truck, so I can drive now. I'm gonna go do whatever I want. It doesn't work that way. About senior year came around. My grandma passed away. Well, she was like my best friend, and losing her sort of made it really, really hard on me. And I had great friends to fall back on and everything, but that I knew I needed more. But I didn't really seek to it. I was going to church. I was getting involved with Element. Things were going good, but I knew there was something missing. And I sort of, instead of trying to seek out and find it and try and ask God, I sort of went on my own and resulted back to what I was doing before. I started smoking, I started drinking. And I'd say it was probably around Christmas time. Went out to go do it again, like same normal weekend, and got to my buddy's house, and I could tell something wasn't right, and went to start smoking, and then I just couldn't do it. I just put it down. I said, I can't do it anymore. I can't be doing this, like, not just today. I can't do it again, never again. This isn't something that's going to help me forever. It's good for a good 30 minutes, 45 minutes. After that, it's back to reality. And I just remember I sat down and started thinking all the time. I looked back at, I remember freshman year whenever all this stuff started going bad. I did the same thing. And the more I did it, the worse things were getting. While Pastor Brian was constantly talking to my mom, we weren't even going to church. He kept on talking to my mom, always asking how I was doing. I don't know how he knew, because my mom wasn't telling him about stuff that was going on. God had to be telling him something was going on with me. He was always checking on me, begging me to come to church. Well, I started becoming more involved with Element. I started getting involved with leadership. I actually had a leader who was here. He helped me through so much through my senior year. Everything changed, and it opened my eyes. Graduation came. It was awesome. Got invited to all these parties. It's like, cool. Didn't go to a single one. Summertime came around. No parties. I just turned them all down. I just went and hung out with everybody. I started enjoying life and seeing the work God was doing. And I started getting more involved. I started praying and I started tithing. And I started feeling better about myself. I feel more comfortable with how I am now. Things are going good. There's always a little bump in the road, but I feel like it's time I really need to devote my life to Christ. Getting baptized now has a whole new meaning to me. It's not like it was before. I'm actually able to feel good and know that all my sins are being washed away. My whole past it's the past, it's behind me. I can devote myself to Christ and my family. I can actually say, this is Cody, not that was Cody, but this is Cody now. I'm completely new.